what's going on? So do you guys ever want to play a PC game like Grand Theft Auto 5, for instance, and you want to use a controller, but you don't want to go out and get another 360 controller or Xbox One, but you do have a PS4 and you have a couple extra PS4 controllers? So I'm going to show you guys how you can use your PS4 controller with your Windows, and this is going to allow you to use it on practically any game. Even if the game doesn't support controllers, you can actually map the controller settings so that you can use the keyboard key bindings on your controller. So the first thing we need, and really the only thing besides a controller and a USB, a micro USB to USB cord, is this program. So this is called DS4 Windows, and the link will be in the description. And this is for Windows only, unfortunately. I believe it's only for Windows. So what you want to do is just go ahead, and it should work on any Windows, but I know for a fact it does work on Windows 10, as I do have Windows 10, and I know that it has really good support for that, and it's a really great controller little program. So we're going to go ahead and press download now, and then it's going to bring us here, and this is the latest version as of now. It was updated on October 8th, so they might have another update. As you can see, it's going to be a couple months, pretty much. So you want to download ds4windows.zip, and if you guys don't have something, you're going to need WinRAR or 7-zip, but I do recommend just using WinRAR. That's usually my favorite one to use, and I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. But it's usually, if you just want to look it up, you go WinRAR, and then it's rarlab.com, and then you just find if you have a 64-bit or 32-bit computer. And for me, I would go down to English, and then I would put 64-bit. And to check that, if you guys have Windows 10, you can press on the File Explorer right here, and then you can right-click on this PC, and then go down to Properties, and right in here it'll tell you a little bit about your computer. And right here it says 64-bit. If it doesn't say that, it's probably going to say like 86, which is 32-bit, or it might just say 32-bit. Okay, so yeah, you can just download that and then install that. It's pretty straightforward. I have a video on basics of WinRAR if you guys want to check that out. I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. And okay, so we're going to go ahead and press on this. We're going to do the .zip one, and then it's going to drop one right here. I just downloaded it, so that's why it has a little parenthesis next to it. And it's pretty cool because it comes with a updater. So that's pretty nice if you guys don't want to just always keep checking back, but you don't mind having an updater on your desktop, then you can just drag and drop. So basically that's all you really have to do is just drag and drop it. A lot of people will do like extract or whatever. I do the lazy kind of extracting. I just literally drag and drop, and that's all you have to do for this right now. You don't have to install it. If you double click on it, it'll just open it. It just runs the program. There's no installation. So I'm just going to drag and drop, and I'm just going to replace it. And then you can drag and drop this if you want that as well. I'll just leave that for now. Just close that out. You can delete that if you want. So we're going to open up DS4 Windows, and then so you guys can see better, I'm going to maximize it. And we're going to grab our controller and a USB. And what I like to do is I actually like to make sure that the controller, I'm sorry if you can hear me. Okay, I got that plugged in. If the controller is plugged in prior to opening up DS4 Windows, so I'm going to close that. And just because if it's the first time you've used your controller, sometimes it might have to install some drivers, so just let it sit there if it is doing that. But if you've used it in the past, for some reason I really like to do it this way. I plug it in, and then I open up DS4 Windows, and then it just detects it. Okay, so go back to full screen, and some cool features I want to show you guys is, one, it actually shows you a pretty detailed battery information, unlike the PlayStation where it just shows you the little bars. This one actually shows you by percentage, so that's pretty nice. Going up to 70 right there. You can add new profiles, and I'll show you how to make those really quickly. But now I just want to show you guys the color thing. This is what I really like to use, because if I don't want my you know, my light to be blue for some reason, I can change it to green, and then just select OK, and my color on my remote control actually turns to green. And then you can really get into it if you press edit, and then it takes you to profiles. So now this is like where you can really start to really get into the controller. Now if you want to make a profile, basically what a profile is like think of it just like a save file for a game. And you know, say for instance, I know a game I used to do this with was Unturned, which is like a zombie game or whatever. It's kind of like in the style of Minecraft, sort of. I would use it on there because it didn't have controller support. I'm not sure if it does now, but it didn't at the time. So I would use this and I would just map out all the controls to what I wanted it to be. So for that, you would just press on it and then you would select which control you wanted. And it's really cool because it actually shows you a little Xbox controller, just so you know, because this is what it's going to use. It's going to emulate an Xbox 360 controller. So it's nice that it actually shows you the keyboard, mouse, and then the controller. So for some reason, if I wanted circle to be let's see what it would be in most games. For some reason I want it to be reload, or I guess triangle, or which one I pressed. But if I want, okay, yeah, I pressed X. Okay, if I wanted X to be reload for some reason, then I would just press it like that, and then, you know, change that to reload. So now I'm just going to show you guys just how to save it really quickly. And you can really mess around with this. Like I said, there's a whole color RGB right here. You can really scroll through that and make some pretty cool colors. And there's a lot of other cool settings, but this is really the main stuff right here. You just want to make sure that if this is what you want to do for a game that doesn't actually support, and because the PS4 has this, you can actually add 2 more buttons if you originally couldn't. Actually, probably 3 buttons, because yeah, see, if you double tap that twice, and in most cases when you use this, like if I put it on I'm moving my mouse around with my PlayStation little touchpad, so that's cool as well. So you just want to save the profile, and then should just save to, okay, that one didn't save for some reason. I forgot to type the name here. We'll just scroll across like that and then save profile. Alright, so then that profile would have what we did to it, and then you could go down here and select the profile. So then now it would have the RX. So that's pretty much all you guys need to know for this program. If you guys have any problems or if you have any trouble setting it up, leave it a comment down in the comment section. Like I said, this is only for Windows computers, mainly Windows 10, but it should work on any Windows from like Windows XP and above. Anything before that, don't know why you would still be using that, but for some reason, I don't think it would work on that. But this isn't for Mac, so I apologize to you Mac users. But yeah, like I said, guys, thank you for watching, and I really hope this helped you, and I hope you can play some games with the controller. You don't have to worry about going out and getting an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One controller. You can save you guys a few extra bucks there. Also, I just want to show you really quickly that the updater, all it does is just check really quick, and then it says it's up to date, and then you can also open the program from there as well. So that is it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye.